Obligatory. Um, what what's been going on?
Obligatory
What's
what?
happened?
Oh,
What
oh,
happened
We're all
last
hurt.
time?
We're all still hurt. We're in combat, technically.
Yeah, we're always in combat though.
We never end combat until there's another combat to begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree
So we followed the ghost to the church, and there was something about somebody getting married to a monster, and Plantkind betrayed me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Didn't even say hello.
While Hazel definitely nailed detect disease, poison disease or whatever with the wrong fish, not taking speak to plants could have been an issue.
I'm so pissed.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I feel like that plant was gonna try and eat you no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hazel
That
is
was a
swallowed.
downside.
Do we get her cleaned
I didn't
up
like
or get
that.
them cleaned up?
Yeah,
I think we decided that. I think somebody prestidigitated me.
we
or
decided
something.
like both Kaide and Ash ran over trying to prestidigitate to be like, ah, gross, ew.
I saved her. That was me. I did that.
You did that. Proud of you.
Did we not all work together? That's fine. You
Teamwork.
saved her. Good job.
Teamwork is the dream work, but
I did the most.
Oakley did Oakley pull them out? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oakley pulled Hazel
Yep.
out of the plant. Ash somehow got the killing blow on the plant.
I threw fire.
I think mostly through Kaide's help with letting him breathe fire, but then at the end he had to use his own spell because the concentration broke on Dragon's Breath.
Because
I cast
was-
Switch Bolt.
He was stopped paying
Yeah.
attention for a second.
No, I just
'Cause
traded it for the
Friday got
guaranteed
hurt, right?
damage. No, I traded it for the guaranteed damage of Witch Bolt.
Because once you
okay.
hit it,
Died.
can hit automatically every turn.
Because once Witch Bolt hits, it hits automatically every turn for a D12, which I
Is-
think it might be 2D12 now.
No. Witch Bolt doesn't scale. The only thing that
Witch Bolt
scales in
doesn't
Witch
scale.
Bolt
Yeah,
is the initial damage.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty
Yeah.
bad, actually. Because
Like
of
it's good
that.
at early levels, but yeah, it doesn't ramp up well.
Yeah. But
It's a common problem for warlocks because they always cast their spells at highest level, right? So they think that it does that, and they're like, "Oh, this is great," and it doesn't.
I mean, that being said, like 5d12 isn't bad.
Yeah, like
But-
the initial hit's still pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's not the greatest. All right.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
So Hazel's cleaned up. You're all very hurt. What are you doing?
Yeah, ow, ouchie.
We're gonna
I mean,
first of all get out of this area
Am I hurt?
and
Yes, you are. You have 12 health, Oakley.
Oh shit.
Only one not hurt is Willow.
Yes. Correct.
yeah, we're gonna leave and then we're gonna go talk to our dude out here. We're like, hey,
Hey.
Let's
Oh,
go
that
back to
happened.
town.
let's go back home.
I'd like some bandages, please.
He kind of is like, but this is fascinating. Look at this. Giant.
It's so fascinating. We should come back in the morning when it's nice and bright so that we can check it out better.
But no,
Yeah,
the
and when I'm not
spirits, the
dying.
ghosts were here. They lured us here. They brought us here. This is incredible knowledge, and
Incredible knowledge of our almost death.
Okay,
that's what I
You
hired you
can
for.
go in the
a
middle of
way.
it then.
No,
Go ahead.
no. You have all hired to protect me.
We are here.
which we did. So now we'd like to go back and get some rest.
He's gonna
Unless
look
you
at
prefer to
Willow and be like,
protected by
uh,
5 corpses.
he's like, fine, one warm body will do, and he just kind of puts his hand around Willow's shoulder and goes, you'll be fine with me while we check it out here, right?
Wait, is he still trying to check into the building?
He's still trying to check out what's around here, check out the plants, see what's going on, and he's got to put his arm around Willow, knowing that.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Oakley, like, Oakley, get his attention for a second. I'm gonna create a fake ghost to lead us back into town. and then, yeah, Oakley get his attention.
Oh, I still have some of the goo. I'll give that to him.
What am
I gathered
giving
some
this
of the
attention
goo.
with?
I don't know,
Oh my
just
God.
distract him. So he doesn't look at me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
distract him while Ash makes a fit goes.
I don't know, you're a rogue. I thought that you'd be good at, like, subterfuge,
Uh,
getting, like,
okay,
diverting
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, that's not quite. Not quite.
We could also
Okay.
just rest if he really wants to go. Like, are we
Yeah.
low on spell slots? Because we could take a short rest and heal up with hit
I'm
dice.
not low on spell slots.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty good on spell slots. GSS.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say something about it, but then I saw you had figured it out, and then
G
Trina,
space.
did it, and it's like, damn.
I have the two big ones. Ooh,
Like,
okay.
it's-
I have all of my spell slots.
Yeah, so like we can
Because you were inside a face.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah.
We
Okay.
can-
Well, and I think
like, take a
I think
short
I've been
rest.
using Spark for that. So I didn't need
Okay. You're actually
Okay.
making a good point here. It's just ouchie.
like I said, because like not every fight has to end with us going and taking a long rest.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, it is also the middle of the night.
Yeah, but the ghost probably led us here during night for a reason. Otherwise, we would have
Well,
been
it just
here during
seems like
the
that's
day.
kind of the only time the ghost can show up, but...
It's up to y'all.
yeah, I'm okay
Whatever.
with being here for a bit.
I'm over the
Okay.
whole thing.
Got his arm still around me?
At this point, he's probably taking it down, seeing you guys are chatting and trying to figure out what's going on. He's just kind of,
Good, just making sure.
um, ruffling through his backpack, trying to get out some various things, some oil lanterns, a pencil pad, a piece of charcoal, the kind of stuff you'd need to make notes and kind of analyze a situation for the future. He's very much in work mode.
Okay, well, then I will also be in work mode. Alright. If we're going to be staying here, where would you like to explore first? I will be walking with you to make sure that
And he's like,
Nothing's-
oh, just
sneaks up on us.
We need to rest for about an hour first.
Oh yeah, the rest of us, we're taking a nap.
he's like, oh, fine. I was going to check out this place anyway. I wasn't going to go anywhere trouncing around in the woods. But
If you guys want to take a nap, I'll watch. And then, when the nap time for you guys is done, I'll take a nap. Sound good?
So wait, what's going on? Are we taking
You
a
guys are
short
chilling
rest?
for an hour.
Yeah, a short
Or,
rest.
yeah, you guys are
okay.
doing a short rest. I'm gonna walk around with him, make sure everything's good. If there's no action, it'll be a short rest. But if there is, I'll be over here with him. You guys can be inside the area and stay safe.
are you saying they go back to town?
No, I'm saying they go into here.
This is where he's
Like-
doing his thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm not in the building. That's where the scary plant was. I'm hanging out by this tree outside. I am leaning against this tree, and I'm looking at my poetry. And fuck everything else right now.
I'm
Okay.
sitting on the ground.
Well, Hazel will assist his research, which is her version of resting.
I'm gonna
That's
go
a bit of a
sit under the
stretch.
tree as well.
It is a stretch. I'm
You
aware.
also don't need a short rest. I don't think you get anything back on a short rest.
Me?
I don't think so either.
No, Willow.
Oh, I
Um,
was like, I get help.
although I do appreciate the ploy, the attempt. Anyway,
Hey man, learning's learning. That's
learning's
where Willow
learning.
gets her shit.
Yeah, so he kind of goes around setting about with his lantern, looking. And he kind of focuses most of his attention on the plant, and he's just kind of poking and prodding, cutting small samples, putting it into vials, collecting some of the goop that's kind of spilled out of its plant face, and covered hazel. He's kind of cutting
also
some
take
leaf
a-
samples and things.
Could I also take some of the tendrils, the vines? Cut
Yes.
a couple off.
Oh, the vines?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Cool,
You,
thanks.
you can add some plant vines.
Cool.
Yeah, Kaede?
I don't-
Don't you have a song of rest?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do. Thank you. I forgot. This hasn't come up yet. Alright, the Song of Rest is not a song. You're just gonna be getting a bunch of sad, edgy poetry as you're trying to relax and be like, huh, you know, that was frightfully accurate to what we just encountered. And for some reason, you'll feel better.
Ash just goes 100% just slam poetry, just sitting underneath this tree, just makes you feel better, knowing you're not him, I guess. Should make you roll a performance check.
Forget how my hit dice work.
What are you, a druid? You should have
A
Yeah.
D8.
1d8 per level.
Yeah, but what I forget is how it works. I can use how many?
Up to your level, you get half of your levels back after a long rest.
Okay.
So you can use any number up to, you guys are level 5 now, so up
Does
to
it,
5.
Does it round up or down?
It's D&D, so it rounds down.
My slam poetry Song of Rest, y'all get another 2 bonus hit points.
Yay.
I guess that it wasn't that good of slam poetry, but
You're
I guess it's
you're
better
new
than
to
nothing.
this. Exclamation point, ouchie.
I mean, that's
How do I heal?
more than I've
Uh,
ever gotten from another poem.
It's true.
Fair.
You're a rogue, so
That's
roll
the
some
most healing I've
D8s.
ever received from a poem.
Uh,
2d8s, you said?
I said some D8s. How much damage did you take? So you can roll up to 5 D8. If you take, at the end of a long rest, you get half of that back. So you'll
You
get,
also get a Constitution score for each hit dice you spend.
Oh right, I always forget about
I
that.
don't even know what my health is. It's 12, right? That's out of 30 something. 12 out of 33.
12 out of 33.
Yes.
You need 21 health to be back at full.
Okay. And
Cameron-
the D12s. So,
No, where did you get D12 from? I said D8.
oh, D8. I'm sorry. I don't know where I fucking got 12 from, bro. Don't.
My boy's trying to heal like a barbarian.
Yeah.
I'll just wait. Can I use? How does it work? If I use all 5 of them now, will I?
You
lose
won't have any
the-
for later.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2.
You'll get some back. Okay.
That's
We
when
get
I
some
use
back
it.
when we take a long rest, but
Cool.
And then you heal an extra.
God damn it.
And then you heal.
I typed 12.
Also, like when short
There
resting,
we
you
go.
guys can like keep like
Yeah.
you could spend 2 of them,
And then
then if
spend a
that's not
couple
enough, you
more.
can spend another. You know.
Yeah. And then you also heal your Constitution modifier per hit die you spend.
Okay. So I have no Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
And then you heal an extra.
So how do I heal them?
Ouchie
It's-
minus
it's
10.
Ouchie minus 10. Okay.
Is that your con modifier, Hazel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, my con modifier is 1. And
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I like that it's minus.
Yeah, because it's negative ouchies.
Ouchie negative. I have.
everybody
negative
knows that
ouchies.
healings are negative ouchies.
Healings are negative ouchies.
Yes. Sure.
I would like
Everyone.
top down, Ash, you are 1. I am skipped over. I would like Oakley to roll a percentile. I should get on my dice. The dice that you guys hate oh so much.
This one?
Over, under, Jordan.
Oh God, I didn't. Over.
You think I rolled over 32, or you rolled over what I did?
I think you rolled over 32.
Barely, I rolled a 38.
Oh.
The rest goes uninterrupted. Malcolm kind of goes around picking up the different kind of samples from the plant and things for a while. A little bit of the ectoplasm from the ghosts that led you here. Willow, you're kind of helping him. Roll an investigation check. You gotta look around. You don't really notice anything too out of the ordinary other than the corpse. Do plants leave corpses? Is a dead plant a corpse? The remains, that seems pretty species neutral. The remains of the giant plant that nearly ate Hazel. Things seem pretty normal. The rest goes pretty uneventful. Malcolm gets what he wants. And hour or two later, you all make your way back to home base, where who is going to set up the rest of the watch for the night?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember who had already taken watches or anything.
Yeah.
I'll take the next watch.
I mean, we probably have to restart because we walked into the woods and fought a plant monster.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time awake.
Yeah.
I don't think that counts as
Yeah.
light activity.
Not at this point.
What time is it?
What time is it?
What time is it for you, Kaede? It is 3:12 a.m.
Yes, it's 3:12 a.m.
Perfect. So we don't need a whole bunch of watches, because it'll be light soon.
Yeah.
I'll do the next one, because I didn't take any damage. So,
I'll
you
do
know.
the second one so I can draw the sunrise.
yeah, tracks.
Dome, da dome, dome, dome.
It's magic.
Alright.
I know. Absolutely not what you were singing, but it struck a chord in my head for some reason. Alright. So Willow is first watch. Roll me a perception check.
Huh.
Did you say huh?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a percentile.
Okay.
Shit, I dropped the die. Oh no. Oh no. Woher ist meine die? I don't know. I don't know. That's. I guess it is German, so I guess it technically works. There it is. The black and red blended in with the black and red that it landed on. Anyway, do you think you rolled higher or lower than I did?
Lower.
Substantially. I rolled a 91. Alright. Uneventful. Watch, you're still a little afraid from seeing your friends nearly die.
Yeah.
Well, you're Willow, so it's hard to say. A normal person would be a little hazed by that. But
I like Hazel.
that's true. Willow does like Hazel. Kaede is, you're pretty ambivalent about it, I imagine, at this point. It's a pretty
Ash is cool.
Ash is cool. Yeah, I knew you'd like Ash because he's got the books. It's pretty peaceful watch for the most part. Just as you can kind of see the sky begin to lighten, you go and wake up Kaede for her watch.
Kaede, 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 Kaede.
Shake, 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 shake,
Good morning.
shake.
Good night.
Willow's head hits the pillow while we wait for Kaede to leave the area of the silent spell.
Yeah, I'm stay in the dome, and
Send out
Jasper's
Jasper.
gonna loop circles in the sky because he's still a bird.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Make a perception check.
Damn.
You can see a large gathering of people. Or what looks like
Where?
people. Aside from their kind of translucent, ethereal appearance.
Ghosts are people too.
Gathered around a about 2-story tall building, about quarter mile to the east of where you guys have set up camp. You can't really hear anything flying up above so high, but there's some mass amount of spirits over there. Ghosty
I'm
goose.
gonna have Jasper get as close to it as he can, and then I'm just gonna sketch a picture of the area.
It's not very close because it's kind of far away, and you've only got that
Yeah, I
100 feet
figured-
range.
Yeah, I
But-
figured he couldn't get to it, but
Yeah.
right on that 100-foot edge. just
100,
so I could
yeah,
get-
like up pretty high. You could definitely get a pretty good like map view, being like 60 feet above, flying 40 feet around you or something.
Yeah.
Like you could definitely get a pretty good aerial view from up there. These buildings aren't that tall for the most part.
Yeah, just so I can get a good like
Make
map way to
a-
get there.
Make a performance check
Performance.
for the quality of your map. Also, you have keen mind. You don't really need to make a map.
I know, but it's mainly a visual
For
aid
for
other
everyone
people.
else, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your best work. You're still a little like, ow, I almost lost all my HP. That's not good.
This actually hurt.
Yeah. While you're drawing it, so you're a little, not quite up to your normal snuff, but it's still better than most people's drawings, and doodles. All right. A few hours pass. The sun comes up. Everyone's sleep rhythm's a little disturbed. Kind of wake up a little after dawn, exhausted. I guess it's up to you individually
It's
if you.
not waking up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you want to sleep in or if you just want to wake up and putz around for a while for your rest. But Willow's sleeping in.
I'm sleeping.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely sleeping in.
I got most of my sleep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because you would have been last watch. But remember, you're
I think
watching.
I was third, because I think I switched specifically so I could be up during the ghosts.
Yeah, but you're still interrupted. Is the thing now. So you
Yeah.
still need the full 8 hours. I mean, you would.
Well, I meant like I still need 8 hours of
Oh,
rest, but not
okay,
necessarily
yeah,
8 hours of
yeah.
sleep.
So you're saying you're gonna stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Katie is staying up. Ash is sleeping. Willow's sleeping. Oakley sleeping. Not Oakley sleeping. Hazel's sleeping. Is Oakley waking up or is Oakley staying asleep for a while?
Is somebody trying to wake me up?
No, it's just you're kind of waking up naturally, because your natural circadian rhythms, but you have the option to go back to sleep because of the late night.
What we're deciding is whether or not to roll back over and just go back to sleep. basically.
Exactly.
Is something happening?
No,
No.
that's just
Okay, then I'm gonna go back to sleep.
okay.
I'm just gonna keep watching
Okay.
then.
You,
Like, it's light out, you know.
it's light out, yeah. So you're just gonna keep sitting in Jasper, flying around.
Yeah.
All right, you kind of fly around for a little while. Kind of surprisingly, you see Malcolm kind of step out of his hut with a stretch and a yawn. while everyone else is kind of exhausted, even though he's been up for pretty much as long as all of you have. He seems to be pretty spry and limber after he kind of gets
Well,
his
and he had
stretches
slept
up.
before too, right?
Oh well, you guys all had slept before.
He also didn't get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah,
So-
that's the big one.
Mostly that one.
That's the big one. But he's up. He's ready. He kind of sees the dome still up and everyone still kind of chilling inside, and he just kind of shrugs and gets to work making breakfast.
No.
The parents know.
Turkey bacon, cornbread, the like, real shelf-stable things, and
Jasper's gonna land
bird
on
meat.
his shoulder and try to peck some of the bacon.
He kind of I didn't realize birds like turkey bacon. He's like, we've got plenty of it, and he just kind of lifts up the rest of the piece and gives it to Jasper.
He takes it, just flies off.
flies it to Kaede.
Turkey bacon. This is disgusting.
Yeah, he kind
It
of gets
was-
things
this was
ready.
Real bacon.
Teas and coffees and the like. Probably,
Scolded.
let's be real, around 11 o'clock noon, you all kind of wake up again, presented with the chance to again go back to sleep or get up and be productive members of society. I'm not one to
Oh,
speak
I
on
mean,
your.
now I'll get up.
I'm not one to
Once
I've had
speak.
long
once
enough
it
to have a
hits
long rest
noon-
now, right?
Yeah, it's probably about noon, so that'd be a long rest. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get up now.
yeah, 11 o'clock
What-
noon would be 8 hours.
Oh, I put a space.
8 hours of
I was
sleep.
gonna say, once it hits noon, Kaede is dropping the bubble.
Okay,
So whether they get up or not.
just okay. It's just like fuck it. It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willow will
Uh,
up to action.
Bubble drops. Breakfast at this point is kind of cold and stale. The turkey bacon's a little congealed, and the coffee's still got kind of a little burnt and cold and not pleasant. Katie had a good breakfast though. He brought you a
Brought-
plate. Just gotta sit it on the side of the thing, hearing you
it's all-
stirring.
Just see the super pale hand reach out and snatch it.
Huh. It's a frightening morning. I thought the ghosts were supposed to be scary. Never seen someone go at turkey bacon with such ferocity. Regardless, you all eventually wake up, come to your senses, find something to eat. A day ahead of you. What is Kaede and everyone else doing?
Well, so did
Are you guys up? Are
Claude
you guys
want to
up?
go? Or wait, did I get them confused? Is Claude the assistant?
Claude's the assistant.
Malcolm. Did he want to go back and investigate more now that it's daytime, or was he happy when he left at night?
He was more. He was upset at having to leave, in a way, but he understood. But he would much rather be investigating that kind of thing at night, to kind of see
Guys,
what happened and whatnot.
guys,
Yeah.
I found this
Yeah?
last night, and I'm gonna pull out the sketching I drew and tell them about the building that was surrounded by a ton of ghosts.
Well, I mean, that's interesting. I guess we can go check it out.
That sounds like we should make sure that we rest up today a little bit so that we can go out tonight.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh, I
good.
meant, like, we could check the house right now and see if there's anything weird going on, but yeah. It does sound like we're gonna have a couple late nights ahead of us.
I'm gonna go find the guy we're with and show him everything too.
Oh, he was out there
Gotcha.
with you guys.
Okay. I just wanted
He
to
would
make
have heard
sure.
because Ash was talking to him. He's thrilled. He's like, oh yes, but let's go check it out today, and then we can go see what happens tonight, right? If you're going anyway, the scene's going to be disturbed regardless. So I might as well go and check it out now.
Guess we
Before,
gotta go with him.
well, he goes with you because you're the one with the map and who knows where the sighting was. He gathers his things and follows behind all of you in the group. It's this kind of two-story, not the best, but not the worst home. It's got a kind of Tudor style where it's got a pretty small base floor, but it's got a little bit of an overhang on the front. Plaster, straw ceiling kind of caving in and such. I would like some perception checks. Or investigation, depending on what you guys are kind of doing at this point. If you'd be kind of already in the nitty-gritty, like looking at, investigating, versus just kind of seeing what the scene looks like, that choice is yours.
I gotta plug my phone in.
Oh, I think they put that in the wrong. No. Yeah, it did. Which chat did I put that in? I don't even know which chat I put that
General.
in.
You put in general.
Text
General.
channels general.
Oops.
Well, I see it. It was a 27.
It's 23.
Oh, was it 23? I thought I saw a 7. Oh, it was 20. I saw the plus 7.
Plus 7.
Okay.
Shh, don't tell him any different. Let him think it was a 27.
Well, it wouldn't really make much of a difference, but,
I would like to say I did the perception check before you said we could do investigation,
Investigation?
and that's when I did the investigation.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so, Kaede kind of describes the scene and begins using her mind to kind of recreate where the different things were, from an aerial perspective. It's a pretty good estimate because, thanks to her efforts, her and Willow managed to kind of find some of this dried, almost yellow powder where they were standing. And, whatnot. But Ash just kind of surveying the scene more broadly while they're kind of checking out the outside. Him and Willow kind of step in, while Oakley just kind of checks to see if there's anything interesting else around, down some side alleys and whatnot, but doesn't really discover anything. But Ash and Hazel walk into the building and discover it's kind of a very dusty at this point, some sort of workshop. There's gardening tools and the like kind of scattered about. There's small gears and springs and things. Very kind of delicately carved rust and metal like faceplates and things. This is some sort of kind of craft shop.
So Malcolm's with us, yeah?
Yes. He's fascinated, kind of taking notes, collecting, sweeping, rather, some of the kind of yellow powder outside into a vial at this point.
I'm gonna try and get his attention and be like, hey, like, these gears and stuff, do you have any idea what they might have been making here? Was this, like, clockwork stuff, or... Like, I guess, what are the size of the gears, too? Sorry, when you say gears, like, I'm imagining small, but I guess they could be big.
Various sizes. Most of them are, 6 inches at max, probably, across. 6-inch radius. So there's some bigger, more sizable gears and springs and things. So most of them are more, like you said, kind of on the finer, clockwork kind of style sized.
Yeah, so I'd just like to get Malcolm's opinion on what he thinks they might have made here.
You kind of call him in and he begins, kind of promptly. It's a little light in there, thanks to kind of the sun pouring in and through the front window, but he kind of lights a candle and begins going through as he kind of sneezes at all the dust being disturbed, and he kind of looks at all the various odds and ends, and he kind of sits there and he goes, I have no clue, holding kind of his hand up below his nose. He says, I'm a historian, not an inventor. The inner workings of mechanics just doesn't mesh with my brain.
Oh,
But there's
I
a
thought
whole
maybe
lot
he
of
would have
different
known about
things.
the history of what they made here, but okay.
Well, you have to remember, this is a place that vanished presumably 50 years ago.
Okay,
with
okay, that makes
no
sense.
no real information, and that's kind of why he's here. Is to figure out what happened, what's going on.
And this isn't the sort of thing that Willow plays with, right? Willow, like you're like more of a chemist than a.
I am a chemist.
Okay, so it's not quite your kind of workshop.
No.
No, not necessarily.
I'm trying to think. They've probably taken like a physics class, but that's the closest thing I can think of. I don't think Willow's taken like engineering or.
Okay,
Classical,
that makes
like,
sense. I just wanted to double
mechanics.
check because I just remembered Willow was an artificer, but I remembered that Willow's an alchemist,
An
so
alchemist.
more chemistry than
Then yeah,
Yeah.
then gears
the
and things like that.
mechanical engineering type of artificer might be.
Yeah, exactly.
I
If
have
this
to
was a
be
place that
gone
made
for a couple
drugs.
minutes.
Oh, Hazel.
I will return.
Hazel will return.
Just
Need my
assume
help, I
I'm
didn't
doing
hear what
general
you said.
perceiving and such.
Looking around. Hazel stands in a corner, squinting
Okay.
very precociously.
Oh,
See, I'm thinking that like at this moment, like Malcolm like kicks up a
too
bunch
will
of
be leaving
dust
for
and
home.
Hazel goes into a sneezing fit for a few minutes.
Oh, there you go. Kind of picks up a rag and kind of shakes it out and just Achoo! 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 Just Hazel sneezing continuously in the background, walking away to get some fresh air.
Does he continue shaking the rag?
No, once he kind of shakes it out once, he's just kind of like, oh, this is just a dust-covered piece of cloth. Sorry, Hazel! As he throws it on the ground. And he kind of begins kind of looking around, checking various cabinets and things. After a few minutes of kind of putzing around outside while Hazel's off doing their own thing and Ash and Malcolm are checking out cabinets, what would everyone like to do? There is a stairwell leading upstairs. It's a 2-story building.
I'll go up the stairs. See
Hazel,
if there's an office that has any information up there.
Willow will go up
I'll
the
go with
stairs. Katie will go up the stairs. Okay.
Hey, nerd power.
There's no stairs like down to a basement or anything, right?
Make a perception check. Now that you're inside.
Nerd power.
Ooh, natural 20 for a total of 25.
Damn. Son.
Damn. Kind of looking around now that the area is a bit more tidied up and organized. You can kind of see hidden away in the back kind of corner, in underneath some other various rags and stuff that you've kind of all started piling into a corner to see if there was anything of use hiding on the floor. You see what looks like a basin of some sort, various kind of cracked and broken glass beakers and flasks with kind of residue of thin things. But you find a floor drain, a kind of wire mesh, almost kind of cross hatch on the floor, wide enough for someone to climb down into some sort of sewer system or drainage way.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
So who was
Because
going?
there was also a sort of entrance to a sewer system in the church we were at, right?
Yes.
Didn't we figure out that?
Yes. So who was going upstairs? It was Willow
Hey, Eddie.
and Katie. Oakley, what are you doing?
We also left.
Oh, Oakley
Yes.
also left. I didn't. I
That's
missed.
sneezing.
I missed
I'm
that
gonna-
part.
I'm gonna put Jasper on Ash's shoulder and be like, "Let me know if anything happens, okay?"
Okay.
That's to Jasper mainly.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, I know. So you're giving it to you're giving Jasper to Ash, right?
Yeah, except he's like a sparrow, so
Yeah.
he's not a tiny spider.
Yeah, he's sitting
Why
on his
isn't
shoulder.
he a raven?
You're ruining my aesthetic.
Now I look cutesy.
Ah.
Next time I'll make him a raven just for you, okay?
Thanks, Kaede.
pouting in the corner like a small child. Anyway,
Cast a minor illusion on top of Jasper to make him look like a sparrow, or look like a
there
raven.
you go. Minor illusion, just every 6 seconds, just duh, 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 duh.
Hey, minor illusion lasts for a minute.
Oh, every minute. There you go. You just can't move from that spot. Neither can Jasper. Alright. Kaede, Willow, Ash. We'll take a break here. That's what we're going to do.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Break.
Because
A break?
because
Yeah,
Hazel
'cause,
and Oakley
I really-
are gone.
Yeah, I know.
I really did not want to go in sewers by myself. If it was a normal basement, I might have checked it out with Malcolm, but sewers? Nope, that's an everyone type of thing.
Yeah.
Tired. I
Can you
make
stack some other pack-
cinnamon rolls today
Ooh.
Cinnamon rolls.
in the fucking waffle maker. We have this mini waffle maker shaped like
Ooh.
a heart.
That's right.
Oh,
Because you did the brownie waffles.
And it's really good to put a snack cinnamon roll on there.
Yeah.
so I can understand how brownies would work, because it's just batter into a waffle maker, because that's just the same, right?
Well,
But
it's
how
just,
exactly does cinnamon rolls?
you literally take the cinnamon roll out and you put it in.
Yeah. You smack the dough in the waffle maker.
You kind of
Huh.
squish it so it fits in, and then you smush it. It's good to put something heavy on top. It cooks much faster.
I mean, that makes sense. See, I'm just used to, like, rather thick, like, tall cinnamon rolls, so...
Yeah, they're like
this
the
really
store-
gets that mother-
Like the
They're
Pillsbury.
They're like the store-bought cinnamon rolls, not like homemade cinnamon rolls.
Think like
Oh, okay.
like a tin of biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't make an actual cinnamon, because if I was making actual cinnamon rolls, I don't think it would cook right.
That's also very time consuming. I don't.
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah,
offense. I
yeah.
don't see you spending your time baking. Other
Yeah,
than
I've
smoking that
thought of
dank
it
herb.
before. I was like, I want to make cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna figure out how to make it, and I googled the recipe and went, nope.
No?
I've never made cinnamon rolls, but I've done like the cake rolls, and I imagine cinnamon rolls are easier because they're dough, and you're not trying to roll like a fucking cake. Yeah, but they're also a bread basically, and breads are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've helped my
also
mom
you have
before
to-
make cinnamon rolls from scratch, and it takes forever.
And you also have to, like, a lot of times make the sauce that goes on it too.
Yeah,
And
but
that's an actual thing you have to cook.
well, mostly it's just icing, and icing's typically like milk and confectioner's sugar.
Well, no, not the. I'm talking about like the cinnamon mixture on the inside.
Oh,
is
that's
just
like
icing.
it's like butter and stuff.
Oh. Yeah.
It's like
I've
butter
always
and
just,
sugar.
Like butter the dough and then just throw a shit ton of cinnamon on it.
Yeah,
Maybe
cinnamon.
a little bit of brown sugar if
I'm
you
about
want
to
to
say,
be fancy.
yeah, cinnamon
If you
sugar,
want to be fancy.
and butter it.
He's asleep.
He's asleep. He's asleep. He's super sleepy. That one was probably one of my better ones. I have to give myself that.
I liked it.
Yeah. I was going to talk about Apex Legends, but that's a little too political for live streaming. I can't let my opinions, my very strong opinions about the Apex Legends balance patches, and other aspects of the game that I am thinking about right now and trying to not mention to Seethe, on the air. They're too spicy.
Well, let me. Apex Legends sucks. In fact, I think all video games suck. In fact, all forms of entertainment suck. There you go.
I mean, you're not wrong. They basically exist to fill this black void of existence, right?
Entertainment sucks. Fuck entertainment.
All my homies hate entertainment. That's why we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
All my homies hate
This
fun.
isn't entertaining. This is frustrating. I'm kidding.
This is work. This
I'm
is
trying to develop this character into a good person.
this is hard labor. I spend minutes
Yeah.
making maps. I spend way too much time making maps, actually. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, we know that you get way too invested in maps, but you're right. This is work. Now we're professional live streamers. I mean, heck, we have an entire bot, one bot. Sometimes
Cornelia-
watching and commenting our
A
videos.
whole ass comment.
Cornelia, if you're not a bot, I'm sorry. We
Yeah,
appreciate
we
you.
apologize. If you're not a
Cornelia,
bot.
if you're not a bot, we need you to comment on this video, letting us know.
That you're not a bot.
Assuming you're watching this, which you're probably not.
Well, I mean, if they're a subscriber, they've been waiting for it, you
See,
know?
I don't think Cornelia subscribed. I think they just left a comment.
I mean, I feel like if they bothered to watch it and they're not a bot, and they bothered to leave a comment, like, they're probably gonna be a subscriber.
I don't know. I've set the bar pretty low for anything revolving people in YouTube.
That's fair.
Like, I'm one of the people who's like, oh, you asked me to subscribe, but now I don't want to. But you knew that.
Of course you
You
are,
knew
Cameron,
that.
because you live off of spite.
It's not really spite. It's more of a, you told me what to do. No, ew. Which is really a problem, because as a person, what I really require is a guiding force and direction in life. But then when people try to tell me what to do, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Stop that. It's a very fine line of, hey, why don't I...
So what you're saying
I need
is
people
that
to.
you
I need
a-
people to get me to do something, but make me think I'm the one who decided to do it.
So do you think it would be as simple as having somebody giving you, like, purposely bad advice and directions?
See, that's a little too direct. If someone's giving me bad advice and bad directions, I'm wise enough to acknowledge that as them trying to manipulate me into doing what I should be doing, when that's not going to work.
Okay, so that is too direct. We need to be more crafty in
I-
order to trick you to do what you need to do.
I need subterfuge and direction. I need subterfuge and direction. It's why I like villains in things and characters and media that are, like, subtly manipulating things, because that's what I need to have happen to me.
You just need to be controlled by a subtle villain.
Yeah, because otherwise I would become the subtle villain if I have any modicum of power.
Oh yeah, we know that you shouldn't be trusted with power, and yet we all enjoy when you DM. I don't know why we do this.
I don't understand it either. It's a very fine line.
Because none of us can be trusted with power.
I think maybe this is a healthy outlet.
Healthy outlet for all my power. Anyway.
That's a fair point.
Oakley and Hazel have walked away in a sneezing fit. I have yet to decide if they've walked away in opposite directions or not. Yeah, Malcolm picked up a piece of cloth, a piece of fabric, and shook it out, and the dust just really got to you guys. So you had to walk away for a little while and get some fresh air.
Shut up. Shut up.
Is Robin?
Shut up, Kyo.
Oh, Kyo. I was gonna say, is Robin verbally harassing you?
No, I'm messing with the cat
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
because he's being an asshole.
Fuck Kyo. He's always an asshole. Anyway.
Isn't that why we love cats?
Oh, I know, right? Mine's on the bed. Funny thing about cats. So, obviously we have Kelso and Kitty now. 2 stories, actually. So, Kelso has his part of the house, Kitty has my room and her part of the house, and then there's the neutral no man's land that is the living room and kitchen.
Where Charlotte also becomes
Well,
a player.
Charlotte's a player everywhere because she'll follow you. She's just not a player in my room because I keep my door shut.
She doesn't have access.
She doesn't have access to my room or the kitty's litter box because she'll eat the cat poop.
Of course.
So Charlotte's the animal with the most free reign of the house, basically. Well, technically Kitty can go everywhere, but now Kelso has his zone, so she doesn't like going over there as much. But anyway, so Kitty ventures out typically early morning to get some water, when the sliding door to my mom's den and her bedroom is shut. So Kitty can't get out, but Kelso still can. And so she goes out there and does her thing. The other morning, I just fed her. I'm laying down to go back to sleep, and I hear hissing. And I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So I spring out of bed, rush out, and go, oh god, is Kelso over here? Did my mom forget to shut the door and they're fighting? And I go and I just see Kitty sitting in front of the door, looking out the glass window, to Kelso sitting on the front porch looking in. And it's, and it's like, guys. Kelso was just kind of sitting there looking at me after I came over, and I looked at him, I'm like, god damn it, you two. I don't know if Kelso hissed or not, or if it was just Kitty. But then, yesterday, I was in the kitchen getting some stuff to eat. Kitty's sitting on sitting on the scratching post. Kelso's laying in the recliner. So I see this. I go sit on the couch to try to lure Kitty over and make them be like, oh, look at you being so close to each other and tolerating each other. Kitty doesn't buy it. So I instead rotate the recliner so that Kelso and Kitty can see each other, but they're the same distance away. Like, they've maybe moved 6 inches to a foot closer, and neither of their own free will. Like, I just turn the chair, and then Kelso hisses, Kitty hisses, Kelso hisses, Kitty hisses. Neither of them move or, like, try to do anything, and I just turn the chair back, and they both stop, and neither of them move. And it's like... And then I go in my room, and the cat follows me, and I'm like, you little shithead. Both of you. Anyway, I would like Hazel and Oakley. You know, we'll decide it this way. We'll decide it this way. I would like either Hazel or Oakley to roll me a percentile. If they get the over-under correct, they will be together. If they get it incorrect, they will be separated. They are presumably together.
What do you think, hon?
I think I'm over. Or he's over.
I rolled a 72 or something, so yes, I am over. So you and Hazel...
So that is larger than 10.
Yes, you were correct. Hazel Oakley went off together on their sneezing fit to get some fresh air, buddy system, and all of that. I would like Hazel and Oakley to roll a nature check.
See for check.
Hazel, it's a little cold, it's a little chilly, but you can kind of feel that there's a storm coming. Like, kind of just gathering pressure and humidity.
I say that
late autumn high winds.
out loud to the group.
Well, you're off with Oakley.
Oh, okay. I say that to Oakley.
A few minutes walk away, probably 10-15 minutes.
What do you say to me?
That there's a storm.
Oh.
Meanwhile, you guys are
And
investigating.
presumably we start heading back towards the others.
Yes. About 5 minutes or so before you make it back to where you guys were, the rain begins. It's kind of gentle at first before becoming a torrent as you guys make it into the workshop where everyone's investigating. I would like to flip a coin for myself. I would like Kaede and Ash, who are on this, and Willow, are you on the second level?
I'm on the second level, yeah.
Okay. I would like each of you to make me I believe it is a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, I thought Ash was still on the ground
Oh,
floor
Ash-
'cause
Ash-
he was looking for an
Oh,
entrance.
yeah, you're right. Ash is on the ground floor, so I would like Kaede and Willow to make me a wisdom save.
Oh, my dude, you
Willow.
are killing us with these wisdom saves.
Willow. You. First of all, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
including us, are we there?
Everyone in the basement and upstairs.
What check?
Perception.
Boy, well, I spent all that time really looking for that entrance to the sewer, so I'm not going to perceive shit now.
Alright.
Yeah, I perceive everything.
Okay, so Kaede, Oakley, Hazel, and Willow, you all notice the kind of rising stench of rotting eggs, kind of emanating,
That's not good.
kind of up from the floor for the people who are on the base in the basement on the first level, and kind of
That's
sinking down from the ceiling for you, Kaede and Willow, kind of emanating and congealing as a kind of loud crash of thunder and flash of lightning go out. As before, in front of Kaede and Willow on the second story, forms a figure of a man about 6'6". He's got a wild beard, long, frizzy, and gnarled, knotted, tied, little tiny glasses hanging over from a big, bulbous nose. As he kind of begins floating, for lack of a better term, in a sitting position, off in the corner, pretending to write at something, seemingly lost in thought. Willow, this brings back memories for you of late nights at home studying and preparing for tests and things, learning, note taking and whatnot. And you kind of get lost in those memories in that moment before you snap back into it, confused about where you are. About the last half an hour or so is gone from your mind.
Willow?
Am I here yet?
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking. I had a really important exam that I was studying for, to prep for when school starts back again.
What are you talking about? We've been in an island floating in the sky fighting ghosts for the past, 2 weeks.
Yes, but I mean, eventually we'll be able to get back, and I have to be prepared for that test. You know?
We should go find the others, as I'm gonna try to lead her back down the stairs. I'm just gonna grab her hand, and I'm also at the same time, I'm gonna have Jasper just start squawking next to Ash.
Okay. Ash, you're kind of sitting in the basement, kind of lost in thought, thinking about that sulfur smell. Kind of trying to figure out the best way to pry open this drain cover. And the little sparrow on your shoulder just starts freaking out. Tweet, 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 tweet.
It's really weird because it looks like a raven that isn't saying anything.
Nevermore, nevermore, nevermore.
It's like, oh fuck. I take it Malcolm's with me, so I'm gonna be like, hey, let's go make our way up. Something's probably up with Kaede, and might actually be bad. So let's double time.
Double time. And he kind of shakes out of his kind of almost mindless but still very methodical kind of search of this building. And he's like, "Oh yes, that's as he puts down kind of a broken glass beaker that he was kind of fiddling with, looking at. As you guys see, Hazel and Oakley drenched stepping into the workshop.
Yo, you got a spell for this?
Yep. And prestidigitate.
The water just
stupid
kinda-
little poem.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. As the water just kind of sloughs off, spilling onto the ground, kind of turning all the dust and dirt that's kind of settled into a nasty mud mixture. But you're dry. Feet aren't, but well, shoes aren't.
Willow lost it up there.
I'll take a couple steps and then I can do your shoes.
Take up some seconds to your shoes. As Kaede is carrying a kind of staggering, confused Willow down the stairs.
Lose it. I know exactly where my notes are. They're on. Wait. Are they on my bedside at my mother's house, or on the desk at my father's villa?
Your notes,
lost it.
Willow?
Hey Ash, your mic's doing the thing again.
Oh, damn. Well, I don't know what to do about it. I'm just gonna shut myself up for a minute.
Oh.
That
Yeah, my notes
didn't
Or,
happen, unfortunately.
for the second year of my neuroscience class. I have neuroscience 201, and I have to make sure that I study all of the book before the end of summer. I also have the pathology. I still have. Where's my pathology?
Who is she
It's on the
talking to?
turkey.
I'm picturing us all just kind of standing around looking at each other. Like,
Malcolm's very
Uh.
confused. He's just kind of like, he's just taking notes. He's just kind of like, okay.
Oh, there's the ghost upstairs.
Oh, as he
oh, that's good to know.
as he grabs Oakley's hand and rushes up, only to be disappointed to find the sulfurous, goopy remains of the man encountered there.
Character Cameron, you said I don't remember the last 30 minutes.
The
or I
last
don't
half an
remember
hour.
The last half an hour. Am I still in that half an hour?
No, you're not.
Or-
You have actively forgotten the past half an hour. You're
Okay.
still coherent.
None of us know why you're going on about your notes and studying.
You just got really into the vision you saw.
Yeah. No, you've just forgotten the past half an hour. It's like like highway hypnosis, you know, where you
Like
Okay.
where
last thing you remember was like waking up.
last thing you remember was probably the walk
Mhm.
here,
Yeah.
Okay.
or getting ready to leave to be here, but yeah.
There was just a lot of questions, and I didn't think there was the time for me. We're good. Okay, dope.
These are probably things that Willow actually would have been going through her mind had she seen someone remind her of studying, though.
Yeah. Is that how fucked her studying habits are right now? Like, goddamn, she hasn't cracked that book open in a hot minute.
No. Anyway, I would like everyone to make a perception check. Crash of thunder, flash of lightning.
Very,
Not
very
much.
I
frightening.
perceive something now.
I perceived less things.
Ash. Okay. Oakley is just really. Oakley is coming down the stairs with Malcolm, very distraught, just like pouting, so that they're not at a great angle to see this. But Willow, Hazel, Kaede, and Ash can see outside a woman in what looks to be a flowing noble gown, big, puffy, billowing thing, tall hair ornaments, carrying a bouquet of roses before she kind of trounces her way inside this workshop before heading up the stairs. It's kind of past all of you. What do you guys do?
Can I poke her?
Make an attack
I was
roll.
thinking the opposite. I wanted to get as far from her as I could.
I'm gonna try and like poke her with my bow, just like take it off her quick and just poke her with a stick.
Okay, you're gonna poke her with an arrow. Make an attack roll.
Not an arrow, my bow.
Oh, like
yeah.
the end of your bow.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Roll a d20 or whatever.
Okay.
You're still trying to hit her.
Would I add anything to this?
Make it at advantage. Add your dex. Make it at advantage.
Okay.
She's not really trying to dodge or anything.
How do I add something to a roll? Is it like dash B?
Dash B, yes.
Okay, I didn't do something right there.
I don't know what you did. Oh, because you're just rolling a d20. You're not doing a check. Just add, so plus 3. Oh, roll 2 d20 plus 3. Let's just go. Let's just do it that way. All right. You touch her. You manage
20.
to kind of poke into her, and you're met with
Does she?
very little resistance, but there is still some resistance. And when you kind of pull out the bow, you can kind of see the ectoplasm just kind of gooped onto the end of it, kind of rapidly evaporating and turning yellow.
On the end of what?
The end of his bow.
Does
Oh, the bow. Okay.
like? You said everything smells like sulfur. Does she smell like sulfur? Or is it just like the
Yes.
whole area?
It is a very strong smell of rotten eggs and sulfur as she walks by. Kind of leaving that scent in her path.
Okay.
Malcolm, I would like just everyone roll a d20, and we'll go with whoever's lowest.
That's rude.
It's not Willow. It's not Hazel. It's not Ash. And it's not Oakley. Kaede
Yeah.
gets grabbed by the wrist and dragged upstairs after this
Oh,
ghost.
jeez.
And I
Come
grab
on.
her other wrist. I grab Kaede's other wrist because I'm right next to her.
Make an attack roll because Kaede is getting pulled, so it's not the easiest thing to do.
Okay, so
Make me ink.
Just
Is
roll
that-
just roll a d20.
okay, thank you.
As Kaede is getting pulled past you, go in and swipe, but her hand you just barely miss her hand as she gets dragged kind of up the stairs. Malcolm and her are back up there, and what is everyone else doing? Seeing Kaede getting dragged up the stairs by Malcolm.
Oh, geez, I guess we're following, or at least I am.
Going up.
Yeah, I guess.
Rest of the gang in Scooby-Doo fashion scurries up the stairs, right after Malcolm and Kaede, ready for a tussle, I'm sure, to see the man from before that only Kaede recognizes being embraced by this woman, just in a deep, loving hug. Before he gets down on one knee, and you can kind of hear him propose to this woman, talking about his unfortunate visage, but how everything he does for her, and all of this. Before they both just kind of dissipate downwards. Their kind of visages fade, leaving behind the kind of residue. I would like all of you to roll
Can I
me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's so
Oh
sad.
boy.
And Willow,
Is that
I would like you to roll me a d4 alongside of it.
Okay, do the saving throw and then do a d4.
And roll me a d4, yes. Don't roll me the d4. Don't-
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god, Katrina.
I love that. Don't roll me that D4.
It does not matter.
I am here
Oh
for
my
this.
god,
don't worry.
Katrina. How many consecutive wisdom saves have you failed between this session and the last, this point?
It's been a few. Anyway,
I think all
Um,
of them.
Anyway, Kaede, Ash, Oakley, you all are just kind of taken back to a moment in your previous lives of great kind of heartfelt warmth before you're snapped back to reality, confused as to why you're upstairs and what everyone is doing. Willow,
Me?
yes, even you, Kaede, which makes it even stranger, having this temporary lapse in memory and lost time, as it were. Willow, on the other hand, seems to be kind of dazed for a little bit longer, not too much, but where are you? What's going on? Why aren't you back at
In
camp?
Chicago?
No,
Oh, back at camp. Okay.
you seem to have lost the past 12 hours of your memory. While
Guys,
everyone
where are
else, except for Hazel and Malcolm, actually, both made their saves, and well,
Oh boy.
Everybody with me? Everybody,
When did we get up
everybody
Snap,
feeling
snap.
compelled to go anywhere or anything?
Well,
Wasn't
where
I
the
just
fuck
downstairs?
am I?
what?
Downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but this thing is messing with our memory, I think.
That thing.
Nothing should be able
Oh,
to
yeah.
miss my memory.
Oh yeah, there's ghosts here, by the way.
Wait, when did it start to smell so bad?
About 5 minutes ago. Shirt came with a ghost.
How far
I
away
missed
from camp
that.
are we? How long? What time is
I-
it? Kaede, what
I
day? What
answered
time
those-
is it?
I answered those questions.
What time is it?
Did I also lose my
1:37
memory, or
p.m..
Do I remember?
You also lost the last half an hour of your memory.
Okay.
It's 1:37 p.m. Willow.
Okay, yeah, this is weird. Let's get out of here and then I see
Yeah.
that it's pouring.
That's the other
Oh.
thing.
We also don't remember that the sewer in the basement anymore,
Yeah, because
do we?
And
well,
and,
yeah, Hazel
and I
walked.
never knew about it.
Yeah, Malcolm knows about it. Malcolm was there.
Oh,
Malcolm knows
okay.
about it.
Wait, you said it's 12 hours?
Yeah.
So you
Okay,
forget the
so
last
So the last
remember-
thing
I
you
remember
remember
I don't
the
was
remember last
night.
night either.
12 hours. It's afternoon. The last thing you remember is probably being in the middle of the fight with the plant.
Oh damn.
Or just around then. Like that's probably about the right time zone there. Because you went to bed at like 3:12, and it took like 2 hours after the fight. So, yeah. Willow's real confused. It's pouring.
Willow's
It's
just gonna-
thundering.
Take a seat.
It's lightning. Malcolm kind of looks outside and he looks up and he's like, well, there's not much roof here, but it's better than out there. Anyway, once you all get your wits about you, there's a storm drain in the back that Ash found earlier that seemed interesting.
Wait, I did?
Yes, get it together, man. I understand that this is a strange times and things are spooky and last night I wandered off, and now people are losing their memories, it seems, but we have to get to the bottom of all of this.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
There was a sewer underneath the church last night, and there's a sewer entrance here. Who knows what we'll find? But if you'd rather sit here and wait for a while for the rain to end and go back later, we can do that as well. I'm not going to go risk my own life while my guards are in a state of stupor.
Church.
We
And
don't
then
we've
here.
forgotten some things, but aren't the most of us fine?
Willow is not, but she's figuring it out.
We were at the church.
She's
and then-
figured it out.
Willow, I can give you a full rundown of what's happened in the last 12 hours. Well,
Yes.
11 hours.
Except for the last 30 minutes.
Nope. Yes. Please do.
I'm gonna sit down there and just give Willow a quick I feel like I've been around Willow enough to really the scientific and at 4:36 this happened, you know?
Really letter
36,
date
I was on
everything.
point.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
perceiving
Meanwhile,
anything.
Oakley, can you help? Malcolm, can you point us to the thing I apparently found? And Oakley, can you help me try and get it open?
He kind of goes around to the back and he's like, "It's on there tight. I tried to get it off myself," and he kind of flexes his muscles in a comedic way, going, "I'm just kidding. I couldn't get that off without assistance. I'll leave you lot to it." Go ahead, Ash. Oakley, make some athletics checks.
Can I use guidance on Oakley?
Yes.
Cool. I'd be
Uh,
like, yes, channel the inner might of
You can actually target them.
Hippolyta.
You guys can't get it, let me know.
Same.
I like.
Oakley,
flex
you get a
my
D4
muscles.
to your athletics check.
I'm like, yeah. I crack a can of spinach open.
It was your camp food.
I will roll an athletics check.
And add a dash B space 4. Or, no, D4.
Check. Ath. Dash. D. 4. Space 4.
Space D4.
Or you could just
Never
type
mind, use guide.
use guide.
Okay.
Just seemed
Yeah,
easier
I-
this way. It's a little heavy, but you're a little pissed, a little adrenaline running through your system, realizing you lost
But
the
I'm a
last
boss-ass
half an
bitch.
hour of your life. But
I flip that shit off. like it
flex,
ain't nothing.
kiss your muscles, lift up the grain, just kind of toss it off to the side. It's about a 20-foot drop. You can kind of see down into some shallow, murky water.
Any smell or anything?
It smells like stagnant water. At the moment, it's kind of hard to get anything more than that with the still very heavy stench of sulfur hanging in this building. Be it on the floor where the ghosts had walked, the Ash's bow. He probably cleaned that off, but the remnants of what was on Ash's bow. And it's pretty pungent.
I'm pretty sure any rope I have is currently back on Tom and or Tim, whichever one's still alive.
Yeah, I definitely know mine is.
I'm going through my bag real quick while Coyote is talking to me.
You're taking inventory of everything.
I'm taking inventory of everything. I have some fucking.
I have.
I have rope.
I-
I have rope
I
on
have
me at all
rope.
times.
Yeah, I also have rope.
My headset died. What was that, Trina?
I have rope. Madison also has rope. I also have plant vines. I don't suggest the plant vines.
Meanwhile, I'm also going to get out my hooded lantern and pour in some oil and get that lit, so that way we have a consistent light source.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
headset died.
get it lit.
The fucking cable's awful. Anyway, what light source? What's happening?
I'm lighting a hooded lantern that I have.
Okay. And you're just carrying that with you.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's tying the rope, make me a sleight of hand check.
I'll try the rope. I feel like there's something with like backstage stuff and stuff that would
Rope hitching.
yeah.
Yeah.
that would
That
feel
makes
very
sense.
natural.
Yeah. Hazel quickly ties a pretty simple knot, but it's a good rigging knot, and it'll do the job. You guys are all pretty athletic, so I'm not gonna make you roll to slide down a rope. You all climb down into the sewer, and it is humid. And I would like everyone to roll me a wisdom check while I run to the bathroom.
Save or
Check. Or a nature check would also be work.
Okay, I
Nature's
definitely thought
probably
this
the
was a
better
save,
option.
and I was scared.
Same.
Do nature, because I have a bonus.
Same. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Willow knows a thing.
thank God you guys rolled well.
I feel like you're
Ah.
really missing
And-
Sariel.
I'm missing Sariel so much. Fuck, bud.
See, meanwhile, I'm so excited. I'm like, wow, wait, this is what it's like to be a bard? I have like a +3 to everything at least, and a +10 to some things.
Why
Ariel's
does my
wisdom is a
nature have
+4.
+2, but my
Willow's
wisdom
wisdom is a
+1?
+2.
I'm confused.
Why's your nature?
Got a
My
bonus.
nature is
Stop.
+2.
Nature is
I have
based
an
off intelligence.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
No, that doesn't make sense because my intelligence is +5. No, it's only +2 nature.
Nature should be +5.
Sounds
Wait,
like
you have a
stats are
20
rough.
intelligence?
Yeah, you have a 20 intelligence?
No, I have a 15. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh! Oh my god, I was misreading that.
There we
It's
go.
fucking-
I almost let that blow past my head because I'm the wizard and I don't have a
Yeah.
20 intelligence.
Alright.
I'm proficient in intelligence saving throws, so it's a +5 for intelligence.
Oakley, Kaede, and Willow, all as you're kind of beginning to make your way a few feet away from your entrance, have a realization as you all kind of hear a rapid gush of water somewhere. The kind of picking up of rapids. You are in a drainage system in the middle of a
drainage.
thunderstorm.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
The
Like, rush of water, I assume.
It's hard to tell because of all of the echoing, but you can make a perception check with disadvantage if you would like. You
I
are.
did kind of think
Can I
of this
help?
out of character, but didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I mean the choices were pretty much either this or sit there.
Willow asked to help.
You can't really help out a perception check.
That's fair.
It's hard to guess where that specific kind of rushing is coming from because of all the echoing of the kind of different branches and paths you can see. But you can kind of make the safe assumption that if there's rushing water one place, there's probably going to be rushing water in more places. That
Okay.
where you seem to be
So-
right now seems to be pretty stable, but if you were to go adventuring forward, you guys would probably want to be careful.
I was just thinking of digging a hole on one of our sides with mold earth.
And just tucking away.
Or if the water came, we would
Oh,
have
okay.
at least a slight barrier.
You say like dig a bubble out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Choosing to push on then, I assume.
That's
And-
okay with everybody else. Kaya just starts doing it and looks around.
Yeah, I
oh.
mean, I don't like. It kind of seems like we either go upstairs and slowly lose all of our memories, go upstairs and go out into the storm and then get, attacked by a storm, or go down here and try and find the thing that's stealing our memories and maybe get attacked by the storm still.
Luckily, in a worst case scenario, I can cast the dome, which will keep all water out for 8 hours.
How quickly can you do that, though? Can you do
In a
that, like,
minute.
if it's bearing down on us?
I can do it in about a minute.
Okay.
Just make sure there's
Yes,
no
it's
water.
better than nothing.
Just make sure there's no water on the inside when you cast it.
Oh, we just have to get it out.
Well, I guess you could get it out this time. You couldn't get it out last time.
Yeah, last time they
It was
put
in the
they
elemental
skimmed
plane Yeah. water,
it was a little hard.
the water.
Yeah, that's the big problem there. All right. You guys kind of make your way through the sewers, kind of trepidatiously, knowing Kaede will more than likely be able to get you out, barring things eating your memory. But better than staying with the things that'll eat your memory, guaranteed. You make your way through the sewers. It's dirty, but luckily it's not human refuse. This place has been gone for 50 years. Slowly, over time, you begin seeing cracks in the kind of stonework that is this series of tunnels where large roots and vines are beginning to grow through. What's marching order, out of curiosity? Who's kind of leading?
I have the lantern, so should I be in, like, the middle?
That's a good idea.
I should probably be leading because I can see ahead perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'll be behind Kaede.
Alright, so it's Kaede, Willow, Ash, Oakley, Hazel, I assume?
We should have the other guy in the middle too.
Malcolm should hang out with
Malcolm
me.
in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Life is unfair.
Nuts with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 6 of us.
Yes.
Okay, so do we want to have it be Willow and Kaede in front, or unless it's
Like 2 by 2?
Yeah. Unless
Uh,
it's not wide enough.
2x2 will work for the most part. It'll be a little uncomfortable, but they'll be it'll work it for the most
I
part.
mean, we don't have to be like exactly
So me
2
and
by
Ash
2
in the
either. We
middle,
could be a little
Kaede and
staggered
Willow
or
up
something.
front, and then Hazel and what's his nuts in the back? Yeah?
No,
Putting
Malcolm's in the
Malcolm
middle.
No. Malcolm's in the middle.
A, because it makes sense to keep him protected.
Well,
and
yeah,
B,
we got
because it's
protected.
fun.
Okay.
And B, because of the
Shoot.
pun.
Okay. So should I be up front or be behind? What's better?
You
hold
be
the back.
behind.
You can catch up. You should be in the back. So
I have like 120 feet of perfect sight ahead of us, so it makes sense for me to be in the front.
yeah, so it's Kaede, Willow in the front, Malcolm, Ash in the middle, and then Hazel, Oakley in the back. Okay.
Unless you want to switch with me.
Unless you'd like to be in the
This
front.
is this is the order we're in.
Yes.
Cool. This is the order we're in.
Uh,
If you
Kaede,
want to switch with me, I'm not opposed, but this
Are
is
you
how
okay?
it is.
There's a fucking mosquito.
I would like everyone to, yeah, don't worry about it. You'd all hear it. You can kind of hear echoing through one of the tunnels off in the distance. Those people at this shindig aren't going to know what hit them. Gonna get all the good stuff. As-
I have a weird question. When we've heard the ghosts speak, have they sounded like regular people, or have they sounded different in any way?
For the most part, they just sounded like normal people.
Okay.
There wasn't any sort of like, ooh, we're going to get those people at the shindig, or anything.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
No, it's much more normal speaking voice. The vines kind of begin getting thicker and thicker.
Okay, I'm not trusting these fucking vines this time.
As eventually, after hearing a few more kind of bounced throughout, such as gonna get so rich and oh god, what is that? You make it to a ladder going upwards, kind of bent middle bars, and you can see a hatch at the top.
Oh, that seems useful. Oakley, you want to go first? See if you can, I don't know, be sneaky?
We'd also pop it open and I could send Jasper through if that's better.
Jasper's a sparrow right now, right? I thought it might be a little harder for Jasper to move around in this building.
It is.
Yeah, yes, okay. So what's going on? You guys are at the bottom of this ladder?
I mean, I'm not going up in first. I'm the wizard.
Look, I got eaten yesterday. I'm
I
not
seem
going
to
to
be on an. Oh, are we even in a map?
No, not at the moment.
No.
Okay.
Theater of the mind, Jordan.
So, Oakley, you want to recon?
I was sure. Why not?
Okay.
Is it up or down? I'm sorry.
It's a ladder upwards.
Okay.
Be really inconvenient for a ladder down in the sewers.
Yeah. Never know though.
Never know though. Okay, you climb up the ladder, but unfortunately, you find that the hatch is locked, but there is a keyhole.
Oh, so we have to scour the sewers for keyhole. Are we in Zelda now? Did we just transport into the fucking?
Dude, you're a
Can
rogue.
you lockpick it?
Can I lockpick it?
Yes, you're a rogue. I
Okay, I do have faith for something. I will lockpick it. I can do this. I know
I will guide you.
make a sleight of hand check.
Is it just like here?
Guide?
Why is that? That's weird.
It is this time.
Because it's a dexterity check and you're proficient in it. And I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because I think you have expertise in sleight of hand.
Damn, son.
I believe I do.
That is why. You've had experience picking locks, I'm sure. Breaking into medicine cabinets and things. With a quick pop and twist, couple of turns of your lockpick and turns of the handle, the hatch pops open, and you find yourself in a vine-infested wreckage, for lack of a better term, of a wine cellar. There are cracked barrels and casks everywhere, broken bottles and corks on the floor. There seems to be a stairwell up in the back corner, but you are the only one at the top of the ladder at the moment. I would like you to roll a perception check. You kind of hear a faint chitter chatter and chit chat,
A squirrel?
like chit chat, people talking. You can kind of hear chopping, almost. No, like food,
Oh.
like a knife on a cutting board.
Gotcha.
You can make out kind of loud laughs and the noticeable footfalls of dancing. What do you all do? What are you all doing?
I go down the ladder and I tell them what's up. And what should we do? What's up?
I mean, you just told us there's a cellar.
I really want to give you DM inspiration for that, because that's absolutely the joke every time I make when someone says what's up, want to make when someone says what's up. But this is the one time where it's not just like two letters, the sky.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Right?
Like,
Do I
feels
remember?
like we should go up there.
Cameron, real quick, do I remember that anything involved with this being very two people in love? Like the ghosts were in love and all that jazz?
I mean, you wouldn't have remembered the ghost being in love because you lost your memories the past 12 hours.
Kaede doesn't know because she lost 30 minutes of it.
Kaede lost 30 minutes of it.
Hazel didn't tell me that. So I can't suggest that it's...
Yeah, and
okay.
Hazel wasn't upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Sucks,
it
doesn't it?
sounds like they're having... Yeah,
Zeus,
it do.
sit down.
Sounds like they're having a party.
Um,
Or they're... No, it sounds like they're having a party. They're cooking food. They're talking. Chop
yeah,
chop.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be kitchen
They could.
chit chat. But
I mean-
possibly having a party too.
I mean, we also heard other spooky voices mention a shindig, so I mean, if there's a shindig to be had, this seems like it would be it.
Yeah. Should we look different? Should we dress for a shindig?
Do you have a way to
Do we have that
be
ability?
suddenly dressed for a shindig? Because I sure don't.
I mean,
Best I got is I can make us not smell like her.
I will also mention that there was a ruined like wine cellar and things. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
I'm guessing there's not like really a shindig, considering this is a abandoned island.
yeah.
I know it's not really a shindig. I know it's not like the last one where I went to where there was the wedding ceremony going on. But if it's a bunch of ghosts and the ghosts think it's a shindig,
You think we're gonna blend in with a bunch of ghosts?
look, I don't remember the
never
last
notice.
12 hours. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I don't remember getting to this place
Let's just all
at
go up.
all.
Malcolm says agreed and begins scurrying up the ladder.
Malcolm, why are you going first? Okay, that's fine.
Because
we'll,
we took
we'll
too
follow
long.
you.
To be in the middle.
We know what's up there.
Okay. Willow is not going to argue with him. Willow's just going to follow him up.
He scurries up. He says, just wasting time. We already know that there's something up here and lessons to be learned and whatnot. As he scurries up and kind of stands waiting for everyone else to follow. It doesn't take long.
While Malcolm's at the top and before I scurry up, I'm gonna lead over to Oakley and be like, "Do you know if we still get paid the full amount if he ends up dying like this?"
I don't know what the contract is.
I would also like to
Crap.
remind them.
You were hired to protect
You don't
him.
know how to get home.
No, you know how to get home. You don't know how to get back here.
Oh, we don't know how to get back here. Okay. Great. We have Kaede.
No,
Kaede knows maps?
no, you don't know how to
We
get.
have a homing crystal to get home.
You have a homing crystal to get home. Yeah, Kaede's knowledge of maps doesn't apply very well to the skies, unfortunately.
That's fair.
She's also deathly scared of it, so she keeps her head down most of the time.
Yeah, Kaede is not a big flyer. Necessity than anything
Kaede
else.
was very happy to end up in this video game until she realized that it was all like Sky World, and then she got a little annoyed.
It's less of the sky and more of the vastness
The-
that she's scared of.
The expanse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
She's scared of being able to look outward and not see anything. That terrifies her.
well,
Like,
that's
imagine,
not
in the middle of the ocean.
that's not that bad because at least here there's bits of floating rock and
Yeah.
small islands and stuff. So it's not like out in the ocean where it's just expanses of nothing but waves. There's at least
Some things that break it up.
some things that
sometimes.
break it up most of the time. It's not like you're going to be able to habitate most of the things, but there are places to stop if you need to. Worst comes to worst, you're not going to get stranded. Well, that's hard to say. Anyway, the base cellar, overgrown, vines, broken bottles, yada yada, stairs leading up, sounds of a party. Kind of quiet, actually, now that you guys are up there. So what do you guys do?
Are there any doors?
All right, Oakley, do you want to?
I mean, there's stairs leading up.
scout and like wave us forward when we can.
Sure. I would like to wrap up soon if that is possible.
Well, we literally just got to the dungeon.
Okay.
Also, it's like 9:30.
Right. I have to get up at 7. Or actually, before 7.
Mhm.
We've got to be to work at 7.
So we're just gonna call it there, or no? Are we gonna put off this fucking dungeon for another goddamn week?
Probably.
Oakley falls asleep,
Oh yeah.
unconsciously and spontaneously. Enveloped in a cocoon of safety magic. No safety magic. Just
no
danger.
safety magic.
Just danger.
Only danger here.
Oakley gets ran over by a random
Danger
semi truck
and
and a
losing our
second
embrace.
into another place.
I
Anyway,
think I've been over by a reindeer.
well, I guess you guys are in a basement, and we'll just call it there. Because there's no point in
Okay.
starting a dungeon crawl and going into like one room and being like, okay, we gotta stop there. Whoa,
All done.
all done. Where were we last week? Let's be realistic. Where were we 3 weeks ago when we finally got into that dungeon?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I already know that this Saturday isn't gonna work for me. I'm sorry.
Sigh. But at least you got it out of the way early. You ripped the band-aid off. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream now.
That's what I was trying for.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. Bye.